It's very on brand. How would you describe our brand? Energy and heart.
Oh my god. What is that laugh? Season 3, episode 8. Welcome
to
the Energy and Heart podcast,
hosted by
Jiggy
and Steph.
Wow, that's the most perfect we've ever done it.
We did it, y'all.
Wow,
At the end of
it took
season
all
3.
season of all 3 seasons
3
to get it
seasons
right. Wow.
to get it right. We accomplished. We're very accomplished.
Oh, and then watch us lose it again come season 4.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
It takes getting lost to be found, you know. I'm on a roll today. I'd say this is the funniest one out of all of them. Wouldn't you say that?
We just started. At least let me warm up into this. We still have 30 more minutes to go. Okay. I have to deal with this for 30 minutes. No, that's kidding. Last episode. And yeah. I guess we could maybe reflect on the season 2 and also have a segment and then also have the final segment. Okay. Is that cool?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay. I think it's crazy how I said this in the car, but I think it's crazy how the breaks in between the seasons aren't that long. It's like a month.
Yeah.
4 weeks. But we have changed and transformed so much every season. We learn so much. But also each season is only 8 weeks or 2 months. That's not that long of a time either. And to me, it's crazy how much we go through every time. As soon as a break starts, we go through so much. And then when a season begins, we also transform and learn so much and make so many different kind of life-changing decisions within such a short period of time. And I think that people often think about transformation as if it could take years, which it does. And I've always seen it that way too, like personal or professional development and things like that. But ever since we started our podcast, I'm reflecting whoa, we're at a really high growth rate. We're at a very high. Oh my gosh, is this because we just constantly make life-changing decisions all the freaking time, every single day, and we're constantly assessing ourselves and we're constantly reflecting? And is that why we keep changing, maneuvering, moving, adjusting, transforming, growing, expanding? Is that why? But have you ever thought about this? Every season something's going on, and every break something's going on, and we're not the same people as we were last season, but it wasn't even that long ago. So
do I think about this at the end of the season? Yes. while we were going through the season? No. Yeah, I mean, I think I've said this in the past where I feel like the podcast really serves as a place to sort of vlog almost our lives. I feel like I use it as sort of like a processing integration sort of time period. And I feel like the reason why we even notice it is because we're doing the podcast. So I feel very grateful that the space has enabled us to just consistently check in. So I don't think about it, but I think this podcast, because it's set up where we see each other every week and you kind of have no choice but to not disappoint everyone. Yeah. You have to show up. Yeah. And so I think you're put in a position where you have to reflect and you have to sit with things, and it's uncomfortable but apparently really good for our health.
Yeah. Reflecting back on the season, I love that each season has a theme or a chapter of my life. The first season, I think actually we talked a lot about relationships. And I was also grieving at the same time. And I think I was just going through a huge new life perspective on season 1. And season 2, I was still like heavily grieving my dad passing away and what
Mm.
this new norm looks like with 2022 ending. And then now we're grieving like the CEOs.
We're always grieving.
Just grieving, just I mean, I just see it as like a shedding
Mm.
to become lighter, or
Mm.
what's wrong with grieving? Because at the end of the day, like, you've seen
Mm.
snakes, like, they get rid of
Yes.
their skin all the time,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
they become
Normalizing
all
it.
fresh and new.
Yeah.
And it's actually fascinating if you've never seen a snake go through that process. My brother used to have a snake, and I would watch her just like as she comes anew, and it's really cool. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely learned. I don't know. I can't really pinpoint what exactly it is that I learned this season, but I think that maybe there's more to life than struggling.
Okay, I know we're laughing at
I
I'm
know
so
we're
sad.
laughing.
I know we're laughing at this, but, like, I think for it's not okay, let's be real, okay? Like, I feel like you've experienced a lot of struggle in your life. So
Yeah.
I feel like struggling is the norm for you. It has become the
Okay.
norm, okay? So I feel like this is actually a really big deal. Like for you to
Oh, I
sit
see what
here
you're
and
doing.
be
Oh,
like
okay.
for you to sit here and be like, "You know what? Life doesn't actually have to be so." It's not even a saying. I actually think the feeling that I have around you is that you actually believe that more so than before.
Mhm.
Like it was always just like, maybe life doesn't have to be so hard. And then like now it's like
Mhm.
it really doesn't have to be that hard. Okay, and the tone, I know it's like a very subtle change, but I feel like that's really
It
big.
is huge.
It's huge. Like for somebody who that it was almost like second nature because of so many things happening. So for you to be in a place where it's just like I refuse to believe that life has to continue to be this way, that life can be different, that I deserve to be happy, that I get a chance to be free. I think that's fucking huge for a season.
That's motivational speaker Stephanie Tran right there. Did you catch that pause? Oh, the cadence. Remember we said we're gonna use this podcast to work on your speaking?
Stop. Next thing you know, you can hire me for speaking next season. No,
No,
no.
I'm telling you, what do you mean? Oh my gosh. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know that like I'm slowly slowly accepting and slowly tapping into what does ease and peace look like. And I know that was a huge topic last season and actually season 1 too. And um I have this thing where like I have this like little bit of resentment towards people who have been handed things or get easily handed things a lot. And I think it's just because I can't connect with that. I can't relate with that. I've always had to work like 10 times as hard as other people for like literally anything in life. And that's why I treasure so much. That's why I treasure the things that I own and treasure the friends that I have, because everything I have right now, I literally had to work on my own by myself. Not on like self-made stuff, but like with a lot of help, yes. But at the end of the day, like I had to be the one navigating. I had to be my own compass. And I'm kind of like learning to bring more ease into my life in all areas. And I'm just like, what does that look like? And you know what? Yeah, hand me opportunities. Hand it to me. Because I already paid my dues. I already worked my butt off. Hand things to me at this point. I am ready to receive. And I think I said that actually season 1. I think I said that season 1. I remember the episode where I was talking about my next relationship, and I was like, you know what, Steph? I think I'm ready to receive gifts. I was like, you know what? Yeah, get me the Louis Vuitton duffel bag. Yeah, get me those Tims. Like I remember saying that,
You did.
and now I think I have to look at from a grander scheme of things, not just from a partner, but from like the universe itself. Hey, universe. Yeah, give me all opportunities, not just speaking. Speaking this into existence right now. World, hear me out. I want not only speaking gigs, I want to be on TV. I think I should be on a reality TV show, not like on some dumb stuff, but like actually like heartfelt, meaningful reality shows. I want to have my own TV show one day. I want to have my own radio show one day. I want to be a TV show host of any kind. Uh, I could see myself hosting some sort of like red carpet situation one day too. Um, what else? I could see myself acting. I could see myself in movies. I could see myself actually being a stunt double too. Be my own stunt double. Um, anything and everything. I see myself in it. Commercials. I see myself in it. So yeah, universe, make it happen. And you know everything that we say on the podcast
Always comes true.
comes true. Oh, and I want to be a model. So there we go.
What do you want a model for?
I want to be a
Tell us
fitness
more.
model.
Mm,
Um,
I see that.
for like apparel,
Like
gear,
athletic
athletics,
gear,
anything.
yeah.
To be honest, anything.
I could really see that.
Yeah.
These things are like honestly don't really land to me as like far-fetched at all. Like I think
Exactly.
they're like right around the corner,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Watch
I think it's
next
like
season.
connecting with the right people and like all of that I think is really like key.
Mhm.
And I also think that like something that is I think something that's super underrated that we don't talk a lot about is we've mentioned briefly in several episodes about your network, right? And just your ability to like connect with people, collaborate with people and like really good people at that. Like and I think that that's something that you just don't know what's going to happen
Mhm.
with like the fruits of that labor. Like
Mhm.
people I think very short term when they're thinking about collaborating with people. It's like, hey, like what can I get now?
Mhm.
Right? And I think with you like you have such a brilliant like wide network of people that I think is going to surprise you.
Mhm.
Like you just can't see like
Mhm.
that, but you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Like I think that's where the trust factor comes
Yeah.
in for sure.
Um, if I had to be specific, I want to be a fitness model for Nike.
Oh, I like that.
So,
Just like give you some
well,
Bretman Rock like energy. That's what we need to pull. That's
dude,
what we need to pull in.
a queer Asian mental health focused type 1 diabetic athlete who trains Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu and lifts all of her life. You want to
Easy
get a big
choice.
bang for your buck?
Easy choice.
Dude, are you kidding? I have all these layers of use me. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, no, take that back.
Somebody's gonna grab
Take that
me.
back. Take the whatever back.
Somebody's gonna grab me. So
Do it now.
I always say I thank those who say no to me because that means that they're when they come around and say yes to me later, that means that they're gonna give me more money because they're not gonna have a choice.
Mhm.
Today's price is not yesterday's price. So if you say no to me now, thank you.
Thank you. Next.
Thank you for all the money that you're gonna give me later.
A lot.
How about you?
Um, reflecting on the season. Um, honestly, I think I just feel more present. I think I feel more present as a whole as a person. I think it's like very simple. But I think it's very simple but not very easy to show up in this way. Um I think season 1 was just, like, getting into the groove of things. I can't tell you how scared I was, y'all, of, like, getting in front of the camera. G had to drag me, like, to do half these things because it was really hard. It was just wasn't it's not second nature to me. I think I've received commentary from people saying, like, "Yeah, like, we love you," and I'm just like, "Just letting you know, it's just not easy for me to do this." So I feel like season 1 was a lot of just, like, feeling into being okay being seen, feeling into, like, getting the practice of speaking live, believing that what I have to say is inherently, like, important, I think was season 1. Season 2 was what was season 2, dude? What did we talk about season 2? I literally have the worst memory. I just know it was very significant. You know what? It was I remember listening to a lot of, um, your grieving process. I
Mhm.
remember season 2, it was really heavy. Um, I think season 2 was also, like the energy between season 2 and season 3 is really interesting because I think in season 2, I was feeling very, I think there was a lot going on work-wise, and I think there was a lot of frustration and sadness and anger and stuff that was, like, underneath the
Mm.
surface, that I think I didn't feel ready to, like, openly share about. I think there was a lot of struggle that was behind like what I was sharing. But I think what's interesting is that that set us up for like for season 3, which I think we spent a lot of it talking about like actually verbalizing what a lot of the struggles was. So you saw a little bit of that in season 2, and season 3 I think was a lot of like truth speaking, I think. I mean, actually, we always do that, but I think like this is probably the closest that I would say to feeling I don't wanna say unfiltered, but just, like, more real behind the scenes, like, struggle busing kind of things. I tend not to like to talk about struggling because, I don't know, I feel like it dampers the mood. It feels
Mm.
very depressing as if you have watched the season, you know it was depressing for us to, like, talk about these things. But I think what's really nice about facing like and verbalizing a lot of the hard emotions that we were experiencing. I think there was just a lot of acceptance. Um, and I think the acceptance is enabling us to make the right decisions. Like, I think without facing your emotions, without feeling through what is truly there and what is underneath, then we aren't able to give ourselves the opportunity to do what is best for ourselves. So, in allowing ourselves to face those emotions and feel those emotions, we actually get a chance to be better. And so I feel like this season for me has been acceptance of like where I really am. I think both like mentally, physically and like at work. And in relationships too. Like I think all around like in my life, like I've sort of like melted the ice of feeling like I have to show up a certain way in all these different dimensions and instead like okay, let's just like go back to basics. So like coming to the end of this season, I think we start actually, I remember I started last season thinking that uh, I had to go to yoga or something, and
Mm.
at the end, I started yoga, and
Mhm.
I've been consistently going to yoga, consistently been lifting, like,
Mm.
consistently been, like, trying to work less and, like, consistently, more so showing up for my partner, so, like, I think there's a lot of, like, very minute changes that were happening that I think ultimately will very much it's kinda like a snowball, like, avalanche, like, it's just gonna, like, snowball at some point, but I think this season was a lot of, back to basics. It was a lot of taking things really slow, so I feel like even though I look back, I'm just like, I don't think there's been, like, massive things, but I know in my day-to-day choices that I've been making that they have all been really, really aligned with who I want to become, which is more present, more joyful, more taking care of myself more, honestly. And so yeah, I think that's my feel
Mm.
for this season. I just feel a lot more present,
Mm.
which is a big deal because
Mm.
it's taken a lot of work to actually be here, so to
Mm.
speak. So yeah.
That makes me think like we constantly chase after wins,
Hmm.
like multiple wins, but this season kind of feels like one giant win.
Mm.
And it's not like the traditional win that's performative, but rather it's like it's a win that's changed the quality of our lives.
Hmm.
And that's honestly the most important thing.
Yeah.
So, if you could talk to season 4 Steph, what
Mm.
would you ask her or tell her?
If I were to talk to season 4 stuff, I would ask her she is she eating well? That's are
Mm.
you still eating well, girl? Like, no, because I've been on a health kick, so, like, it's really nice to see that, and it has been in no way something that, like, um, you said, it's not, like, a massive thing, it was just, like, small habits, small things, so I'm just like, are you eating? Like, are you still keeping up with that? How's your eating? I think, something else I would ask is, like, how is this is coming from you, but it's just like, how's your heart? Like, are you spending time with people that you care about? Um, how much time are you investing in, your partnership and your friends versus like work? I think that's something that I would be curious about. Um, how many hours of work are you averaging a week? For those of you who don't know, I'm a bio major, so I do still have I did like 3 years of like breast cancer research, and I did a lot of reports when I was in college, and so a lot of this is like data gathering. So it's like very part of my nature to like to know like, okay, what's the data telling? And so something that I've been thinking about a
So
lot
much makes sense now.
is
I didn't know that
I said,
about you.
yeah, yeah. And I'm very data like that's why it's very weird that like I'm also very intuitive, but I am very data driven. So like you can't just tell me like some random thing without backing it up.
No, like I know
Like,
you were data
yeah.
driven. I didn't know you did breast cancer
Oh yeah,
research.
yeah. You know I got published?
No,
Yeah.
what?
Dude,
Ah.
I was like I was trying to go to med school.
Well,
So
I
yeah.
know that, but
Yeah, no, yeah. I was always like striving for excellence like since way back when. Yeah, you wouldn't oh god, actually maybe you wouldn't be surprised at half the things I
we
did.
need to go to Excellence
But
Anonymous.
we should start a support group, dude. Dude, I actually
Oh my god.
yo,
Okay, pin it.
oh my god. Okay. So, so yeah, something that I would wonder is just like, how long are you working? I think something that I've learned in this past quarter is just like, hours of work. For me at least, my challenge is just like feeling like there's an alarming number of things to do. And so I've been really focusing on like how to prioritize things. And one of the things that um, usually has a correlation between how burnt out I feel is just like how much time am I actually spending on work versus other things. So I think that's something important to think about. Um, and then things that I would say, I think I would tell season four. Wait, am I saying it na- now to
Yes.
her?
Yeah, you're talking to her.
Okay, if I was talking to Steph in the future, season four, um, I think I would tell her like I hope. Okay, actually no, not I hope. It's just like you better have followed the plan to like prioritize yourself. Like you better have like you better because my focus in this next quarter is actually to like not think about work and adjust to work, but think about myself and like adjust work to myself, and adjust everything else to myself. And so I think that's like a daily practice of trying to put myself prioritize myself. And so I just tell her like you better have followed the plan. I think that's it. Um,
Mm.
yeah. I didn't think too much about it, but would love to hear yours too.
Um, dear season 4 Jiggy in like July. Um,
July, yes.
I hope you're well. I hope that you've learned more about the very recent news that you found out about yourself. I hope you're still regularly attending the meetings like you promised yourself you would. I hope that you're still taking the supplements that you said you would. I hope that it continues to get better and better and recover. And I hope that your romantic relationship is thriving in the best position possible. I hope that your friendships have actually deepened. Um, I'm not sure right now. Right now, I'm not in the mood to make new friends, but I don't know if you are. But if you are, I hope they're dope. Um, why wouldn't they be dope? Um, I hope that there's fresh new opportunities that you've always wanted. I wonder if I'm really close to the obtaining certain opportunities, and I feel like I am, and I just kind of wonder if you're there. Um, I don't know if I have like questions, but just kind of wonders, just like, are you putting your joy first? Are you putting your peace and ease first. How are you welcoming ease into your life? Are you receiving help even if it's uncomfortable? Um, I hope you're not in the same position you're in now. To be quite honest, I hope that your life has completely turned around. Like I hope it's nowhere the same as it is right now. Um, yeah. I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to speak on what I'm going through right now. I think that it can be really helpful for a lot of people around the world. But I need to see through it first myself before I'm able to share with others. And I think that a misconception that people might have is like, oh, Jiggy is the captain of vulnerability. She's gonna share anything with us. It's like, no. So, um, yeah, hopes and wishes for each other. I'll start. I remember like when we ended last season when we did hopes and wishes. I think it was like when you were really excited about getting into your groove of yoga and like becoming more and more consistent. And I think I said like I hope you keep that up. Like I
Mm,
hope that you continue to prioritize yourself and your well-being, and if yoga is that vehicle for you, then I hope that you find joy in it and continue to do it. Um so I hope that you continue to do it if it brings you joy, and whatever else will bring you joy too, I hope you do it. Um I hope that your relationship with Kato continues to go on this beautiful adventure, this path, whether it's joy or whether it's growth or whether it's whatever it is, whatever the path there is to bring you guys to where you're supposed to go. I hope it's that. Um, my hope for you is I wish for the both of us stability, consistency, consistency and joy, consistency and security, consistency in just waking up in the morning excited to be alive and like excited to live another day and excited to discover what fun life can be. Um I hope for you that you go on a vacation that you really thoroughly enjoy where you're present
I
and
hope
not
that for
feeling
both of
free
us.
of responsibilities. And yeah.
Thank you. I hope the vacation for all of us,
Oh
for
yeah.
both of us.
This is very true.
What do I hope for you? Um, I think the first thing that comes to mind is I hope you get a break.
Thank
I
you.
hope you get a
I need
break.
that.
I hope you get a break. I think that's like a real break. Like not like a like I was gonna say I hope for pause too, but like I hope that it's a break where you can like really just not have to be present. It's an extended period of time. You don't have to show up for anything, like not even RBTL, like just like do not do anything. Just so that you can like really be at peace. Like that's all I want for you. That's all I want for you is just like to be at peace. And also not feel like you have to carry the weight of the world like on your shoulders, not feel like you have to drag yourself out of bed, but actually to like feel like refreshed, like rejuvenated, I think. And that's gonna come, I think, with the break. um I wish for you also like a lot of peace. um, I think
Every
there's
season.
just like I say it every season, but I feel like I have to keep saying it, right? But I think like the when I say peace is also like related to like receiving, because my other hope is that like you just keep giving yourself permission to receive. You keep giving yourself permission to ask for help, without feeling the guilt or like without feeling the shame or without feeling the need to like I gotta make up for this or I gotta like exchange something, but truly just like, you know what, and and not a fighting energy about it either, where it's just like, oh, like I've been doing so much, and that's why like I deserve like to receive help, but just you deserve to receive help because you deserve to receive help. Like there's like
Mm.
no strings attached like kind of energy.
Mm.
Like just no nothing. Just like yeah, like I just get to do the things that I want, and I get to have people support me in pursuing
Mm.
that. Just like that kind of ease. Like not
Mhm.
the feeling like you have to trade something in like for that.
Mhm.
Because you're fully deserving of that. So those two come to mind. I think like I just how do I say this last part? Like I also hope for like I don't know, it's hope, but I think I just like wish for like the strength to continue moving forward in your journey because I know that there's like tough things that you're experiencing, tough transitions, like different things like that. So just continuing to like cultivate the strength to keep going every day. And I think the last thing is just like I wish that you just continue to take things like day by day so you're not like overwhelmed by like how big things are, but knowing that what you're doing every day is like enough.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's
Mm.
what I'm at.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually entering a season where I'm sure I can always benefit from a great break, and I think I need that, and I would enjoy that. And I'm just actually like more than ever so ready to be busy, but
Mm,
be busy doing what I love because at the end of the day, like that's what makes me feel alive. Like that's why I love speaking. It's just like I know it's exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing exactly what I'm called to do, and it's like those are the moments when I feel alive. And when they say like, work doesn't feel like work, it doesn't feel like work actually. And so I hope that I get both. I hope I get to take a break and go to Catalina Island and do some jet skiing and just chill by the beach and do nothing. And I hope that I get multiple speaking gigs, get to travel, get to be on TV, get to be a model, all these things. I want to do it all.
okay.
So,
I hope you get a break from doing things that you feel like you have to do and like do the things that you're meant to do.
I hope I get
That's
a break and a big break. You know what I'm saying? Like a break to take a
yes.
break, take a break,
Yes.
and then a big break. It's like,
I like that.
any
Right.
final thoughts? You feel complete?
Um I love the way you did your I hope
Mm.
thing to your past self, and I feel like I need to redo mine. But like I just want to say like two things. Actually, three things. No, two things. Um, season 4 stuff. Um, yeah, I just hope that you are just like enjoying life. I think we'll just like keep it that simple. I hope you're enjoying life. And I hope you're breathing. Like
Mm.
just breathing intentionally.
Wait,
Those two
by the
things.
time we come back to a new season, you'll be 30.
I will be 30, so yeah, that's gonna
Ooh.
be spicy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Remember last
Yeah.
year she went on the boat?
Yeah. We'll see where I end up this year. Maybe I'll be breathing.
All right, y'all. That's it for season 3. Want to give a shout out to Kev Loot in the stew for being the best.
Thanks, Kev.
And we'll see you next season in like a couple of months. I think we might take an extended break this time.
We did manifest a break, didn't we just say?
So
What did we
we'll see you
say?
probably in like July
Yes.
ish.
After July 4th. You'll see us again.
Oh, that's a long time. I'm gonna miss you guys.
Yeah.
What am I gonna
You
do
can
now?
tune into our past episodes, get caught up, like, there's stuff there. There's
Dude,
stuff there.
season 1 at the end of the
So
day. Oh my god, that's the best one.
no,
Season 1 is so good.
no, season 1, we were just like I think we were committed to being funny.
But it
I
was
said
so good. It was
no, like
also so
I
good.
think they're all good for different reasons.
Okay,
Okay, but
fine.
I'm reading between the lines. I hear
It
you
was
like
so
season
good.
1. We
All
should
right.
we should rewatch it.
Dude, I'm telling you, it
We
was
should do
good.
reaction videos just for
Yeah,
funsies.
that's a good idea.
Okay, we'll see y'all
All right.
next time.
Bye.
Dude, no. Thank you
Woo!
for tuning in. We forgot to say
Oh,
that. Not bye.
thank you for tuning in. See you next time.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Mm.